My agenda from 2024 is alive and well. Emily Engstler is brilliant. She is absolutely brilliant at the sport of basketball. Every aspect of it, from her off-the-ball game to her shooting, to her movement, to her versatility, to her passing, to the fact that she's not going to take shit from anyone and hasn't from the moment that she set foot in the WNBA. Like, even when she played for the Fever, like, she didn't take shit from anybody. She did not take shit from anybody. She hardly played. And I'm going to be real here. Like, I was, there are plenty of tweets. Heck, 2024. The person who in 2 years signed Katie Lou to a near max, gave Erica Wheeler a max, cut Celeste Taylor and team need defense. What the fuck happened to Celeste Taylor? She looked really good in Phoenix. Cut Emily Engstler, cut Alana Smith and hire Chrissy Stides, going to be given free reign to make basketball decisions. Oh yeah, talking about Lynn Dunn gone. And again, we really used Larry picking Engstler and waived her after rookie year. Fever just held on to Emily Engstler, Alana Smith, Celeste Taylor and cutting them and think they'd be contender next year without bringing in a big name. Just before they brought in Natasha Howard and what's her name, and Dewana Bonner. Like, I've been so high on Emily Engstler ever since the 2024 season, where the Mystics made that run. Like, when they went 0-12 and nearly made the playoffs. And it's one of those things where after that, if you saw, it was like random possessions, Emily Engstler she was playing center. She was playing center, and then a couple of possessions later, she's playing the 2. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this is a player. And she's competing at all those positions. Look, I didn't think she was going to be this good. Now, this is like a level that I did not think she was going to be at. And I will be honest here. I didn't think she was going to be this good. But 16, 10, 4 assists, 6 stocks. Like, this is the depoy. She's the depoy. 6-4 Portland Fire. Again, let's not forget, like, there are players that are still in the shout with us. Angel Reese, when she wants to be, is a defender, like, is an Emily Engstler level defender. Veronica Burton has to be in the depoy conversation. As does Gabby Williams. Genuinely, Gabby Williams does as well. Shakira also, I think, has been very good on defense. Angel Reese is still in that conversation, no question about it, and you can never count out Aja Wilson. But right now, the leader is Engstler. The leader is Emily Engstler. She's averaging 4 stocks per game. Like, come on now. And not only that, she's doing it at 6'1" while being, like, the Fever couldn't do anything when she was on the floor because she would just guard whoever the worst player on the Fever was and play sweeper. At this stage, it's one of those things where Emily Engstler has now turned into one of the most important players in the WNBA, and she was on a training camp contract. They took her in the expansion draft. The Mystics keeping Georgia Amor over Emily Engstler. Like, I understand that they weren't necessarily trying to go out of their way to go and compete and win. But, like, man, why Emily Engstler was not traded for last year? Like, Engstler is the role player. Like, this is a league that has a huge issue with not having enough role players. They have a huge issue. There are very, very few role players in this league. And the thing is with Engstler is that just because she's not this specialist, the WNBA players, the WNBA as a league loves their specialists. Like, as far as recruiting goes, they love signing players they love signing 3 and no D players. They love signing D and no 3 players. They love signing point guards that all they do is dribble to the halfway line and pass the ball to a big and stand there and watch. They love players that don't do a lot well, but have like 1 or 2 things that they did really, really well in college, and then for some reason they're being kept for that reason. Now, Katie Lou Simonson has never been able to shoot in the WNBA, but she has stayed on a roster for the guts of a decade because apparently she can shoot. Like 11 years after she was number 1 recruit in high school, she's pretty much in the league because she was number 1 recruit in high school. And I'm going to be real. Like, the Emily Engsters of the world have been overlooked for so long, and it was funny because I was like, even a year ago, I don't know again how true the rumors are. I'm pretty sure ESPN reported it. I could be wrong. So again, don't quote me as fact. But I'm pretty sure it was reported that the Indiana Fever had the opportunity to trade for Emily Engstler and said no. Like, that they had the chance to trade for Emily Engstler and they were just like, nah. I think it was something like Dantas in a second. Because she wasn't getting on for Washington. They didn't want her. And by the way, how she didn't play for a Washington team trying to win last year at some stages makes no sense. Because this player has been in there. And the Indiana Fever giving up on her after a rookie year. Everyone's like, oh, they gave up on her after a rookie year because she was injured and, Queen Egbo was better. And I'm like, yeah, Queen Egbo was better. She still averaged like 5, 5, and 5. It is one of these things. It is genuinely one of these things where it was like we've now got a situation where she would have been the perfect player for the Fever, even at the time. And it just made no sense. They cut her and kept Victoria Saxon because she was friends with Aaliyah Boston. Like, what were the Fever thinking? And it's like they didn't even try to see, like, okay, yeah, we need to find an Engstler type player. Oh yeah, we're going to sign Sophie. Is Sophie as good at anything as Emily Engstler? No. Maybe she shoots the ball better. That's the only aspect of basketball Sophie Cunningham is better than Emily Engstler in. But at the same time, maybe Emily Engstler will be sitting her ass on the end of the bench because Stephanie White wants more specialists that can't play defense or can't really play offense. Shout out her for getting out of there. And it's like, it's the same thing as watching Meg Gustafson play at Portland. It's like, okay, yeah, they're using Meg Gustafson like they use her overseas, like they use her when she plays for the Spanish national team. Like they use Meg Gustafson like she's supposed to be used and not use Meg Gustafson like the draft bust that she was in 2019 when she was overhyped. It's disappointing for the Fever, but shout out to her because the Portland Fire are probably going to end up being better than the Indiana Fever. The Portland Fire are probably going to end up being a better team than the Fever. Or at least they're going to be close. And yeah, I just don't see it. That a situation where Portland aren't at least fighting for the playoffs because they play their fucking ass off and their defense is good. And a lot of the reason why their defense is good is because of her. Because Poch can't guard anybody. Louise Geisel can't guard anybody. They got her and Bridget Carlton. As of right now, probably deep boy for Engstler.